Welcome to AutoSens, the world's leading community for ADAS and autonomous vehicle technology development. We create best-in-class events, training, and information for the purpose of connecting the global community of engineers, scientists, and other automotive industry experts. We are joined by a longtime member of the AutoSens family, Henry Koren, Chief Product Officer at Imatest. Henry, welcome back to AutoSens. Thank you again for being with us today.
Hi, Carl.
Yeah, good to have you. And give us an overview of Imatest. Tell us a little bit about the company and the work that you do.
So Imatest is focused on camera system testing, including software, test charts, and equipment for testing complete camera systems. We work with all kinds of camera systems. Automotive's been one of our major markets, and that's what we're here to talk about today.
Henry, with that in mind, what are the latest advancements then when it comes to automotive camera testing standards?
So there's kind of two major standards organizations that Imatest is involved with. There's the ISO, the International Standards Organization. They've been doing a lot of photography-based standards. And then there's IEEE, which is more application-specific standards. So recent work we've done with the ISO committee is to work to standardize these image information metrics, which are ways of calculating image quality that is more related to the performance of machine vision systems than your traditional metrics. And so we've produced metrics like noise equivalent quanta, independent observer SNRI, information capacity, and several more. We're working to get those standardized, and so they're we can agree on how to calculate those. And so those are what we're advancing through the ISO process. And then also, so that's a fairly new work that we're doing there. And then within IEEE, there's the IEEE P2020 Automotive Image Quality Standard, and this was approved by the working group earlier this year, and it's currently in the balloting phase. The balloting group will have been formed by the publication of this video. And so the official P2020 automotive standard should be published around the summer or fall of this year. And at AutoSens, Jonathan Phillips is going to be giving a tutorial that's summarizing these metrics and kind of focusing on, what makes a camera, an ADAS camera, good enough for your application. And so that's going to be an event that you should check out at the show.
Picking the conversation up from there, Henry, when it comes to these latest automotive testing standards, how is Imatest going about implementing these standards in the industry?
So the ISO standard, we have, the precursors to it, we've introduced in our software release as of last year. We're making some refinements to those in our current release, which is Imatest 24.1, which is going to be out around the publication of this video. And we're also, we've published the stray light measurement from P2020, and there's several different light sources that are suitable for measuring that stray light. We've got a test bench that you can use for stray light testing, and the light sources we have, the one we launched last year is for the visible spectrum, and then we're launching one this year for near infrared, and just really trying to focus on that metric, which most manufacturers aren't using yet to test their cameras, and we think it's really important for certain failure modes. We'll be giving another talk at AutoSens. Paul Romanchik is going to be talking about the stray light metric and all about how important it is. So that's kind of been our preliminary focus for the implementation. The other P2020 metrics we're going to be implementing over the next year or two, and there's a lot of them. Some of them are very related to our current metrics, things like sharpness and noise, and those are, you can get things that are sort of like them in our current release, but we're going to be refining them to be truly P2020 compliant. There's other ones like the contrast detection probability and the LED flicker, which are going to be a little bit longer for us to implement those. We're gonna be implementing all those standards and have products that support them over time.
With that product conversation in mind, Henry, what new products in 2024 is Imatest launching? What's on the horizon this year?
So our 24.1 release has several new features. It's got a new binning method for the slanted edge SFR calculation that enables higher frequency measurement without some of the kind of spurious signal artifacts that were present in earlier revisions of the slanted edge algorithm. So high frequency measurements are important in some cases, and we think that we can give a more reliable measurement than we were in the past for those at and above Nyquist frequency. There is also the the edge SNRI, or the edge independent observer signal to noise ratio, which is a measure of the detectability of edges in objects, and obviously very relevant to automotive applications. And that's also part of that ISO 23654 preliminary working draft. Then we are releasing a product called SFR Fit, which is a kind of a display-based test chart, which enables you to present an image on a display that it could be a test chart or it could be an object that you're trying to detect with your ADAS system, and we can perform a distortion and uniformity correction on that. And so this is a product that enables the testing of black box cameras, where you might have sort of extreme signal processing, things like sharpening, which might make the slanted edge method less reliable or give you exaggerated results. So this SFR Fit product allows you to use sinusoids to kind of test the true resolution of these black box camera systems. And this is especially relevant for ultra wide camera systems. So this is, if you can get a raw image, the slanted edges are great. But if you have a very highly distorted fisheye lens, and you have a lot of non-uniformity, a lot of distortion, and you can't get that raw image, that's where this SFR Fit product is going to enable more accurate testing of ultra wide cameras. And it's also going to be useful in the kind of validation process of these standards, because we'll be able to show an object for detection and then swap that out with a test target. And on the same camera system, we'll be able to kind of, work to validate that correlation of image quality metrics with the performance of machine vision systems.
We're speaking today with Henry Koren, Chief Product Officer at Imatest. Henry, always a pleasure to speak with you and have you back at our AutoSense events. We always enjoy seeing your backgrounds too during these interviews. So thank you for being with us and sharing your expertise and thought leadership. I look forward to seeing you at AutoSense, and let's do this again, an interview like this. Let's do this again sometime sooner rather than later. But thank you for being with us today.
Will do. Thank you, Carl, and we'll look forward to see you all there.
For more information on Imatest and to find out more about our upcoming events, see the links in the description or visit auto-sense.com. That's auto-sense.com. And for more in-depth interviews like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow AutoSense on LinkedIn. In Detroit, on behalf of AutoSense, I'm Carl Anthony.